Hello. Today I will be conducting an interview with Dr. Albir in order to gain insights into the problem of invasive species in the Middle East. So, without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Dr. Albir. What are some examples of invasive species that are affecting the ecosystem in the Middle East?
One of the examples that I'm aware of is the grasshopper. From my experience, probably roughly about 20 years ago, there was a problem with grasshoppers that was coming to mostly Iraq.
How are they brought to the Middle East?
I think it's probably just flying through from one country to the other and just came from Africa to the Middle East.
How do they affect the Middle East's ecosystem?
The problem is that these grasshopper, they came in large numbers and they damaged a lot of the farms by eating anything that was basically green in any farm. So it ended up destroying a lot of the local farms.
What was done to take care of the problem and or to stop it from worsening?
The government at the time, they used chemical and insecticide to try to control the problems, and I think they controlled it at the time fairly well.
In general, how well informed are Middle Eastern people about this issue?
I think a lot of the people are not that much aware about the different invasive species that comes in. A lot of the information they get through the government, through the media, local media that they get, and they all depend on the government if they decided to do any treatment for these kind of problems.
How do you think that the war in Iraq and the current situation there would have affected how this problem was dealt with?
The current situation, because of the war and the lack of security, probably it's not easy to travel around the country, and if you have any problems of this scale, like the grasshopper at that time, it would be difficult to try to eradicate these problems at this stage because of the political situation and the lack of security.
What do you think would be the similarities and the differences to the way the government in Iraq dealt with the problem as to the way the government here in America would have dealt with a similar problem?
They probably deal with it in a similar way as they would have been dealing with it in the States and here. But now again, because of the political problems in the region, it might be the way they deal with this kind of problem is suboptimal.
Thank you very much, Dr. Albir, for your help, and we appreciate all the time and effort that you have donated. Thank you.